Today I will be reviewing Net High, but before that, the game asks the player to answer to a simple survey. This looks fun. Let's do it!
では質問その1だ。いつもより朝早くに目覚めた。さて、何をする？
Well, I like to take my dogs for a walk in the morning, so...
遊びに行くなら？
Hey, the beach is fun! There are lots of cool things to do there!
自分の時間といえば
Yeah, I like to get work-related stuff done as soon as possible.
ポンと大金が手に入ったとしたら何に使う？
Yes, I would love to travel overseas together with my friends, just so we can buy lots of video game stuff.
貴様の属性は
Fire powers are the most coolest of ever!
診断は失敗だ。今すぐ電源を切って外の世界へ飛び出すがいい。
Well, I think that's it. That was one pretty short game, huh? Okay, I will do it again.
おやおや、私の見間違いか？貴様がまるでリア充であるかのような診断結果が出たのだが。もちろん気のせいだろう。気のせいだ。さあ、改めて選択するのだ。低能な貴様でも分かるように配慮してやったので、今度は間違えるなよ。こういう感じだよ。朝食べる貴様。遊びに行くな。初対面の人と話すときは、自分の時間にいいよ。見事なまでのヒリア充だ。世界は、そしてこのゲームは貴様のためにある。説明は以上。あとは自分で何とかしろ。Let's enjoy!
Okay, that was pretty weird. But that is the kind of game that Net High is. Normally, this should have been one of my funny reviews. But to be honest, Net High is just too good. There isn't a lot about it that I can make fun of. Well, except for two things. So let's get rid of those before starting this review.
何？
俺を誰だと思ってやがる！
Okay, with those out of the way, we can finally talk about this new game produced by Marvelous and released exclusively to the PlayStation Vita. The closest thing I can compare Net High with would be Phoenix Wright. But there are many features that make Net High to be quite unique. Starting with the plot, the world of Net High revolves around social networks, such as Twitter, YouTube, and Nico Nico Doga. According to the system used by this society, those with few followers get low ranks, which means they get almost no human rights. The protagonist is one of such losers. But one day, he meets with a mysterious A-rank girl, who encourages him, and this event becomes a light of hope to his pathetic life. However, she suddenly gets flamed on Twitter and loses all of her followers. By the law, people with 0 followers get no human rights, which means that she is basically dead. Shortly after, the protagonist receives a weird pair of glasses that comes with its own AI system, who is a little girl who goes by the name of Shiru. She is able to activate PAS, the Positive Active System. This system can mess with the protagonist's brain to turn him into a super positive thinking explosive guy.
やってやるぜ！
He decides to use his newfound powers to avenge that girl by playing a death game created by the mysterious MC.
Enjoy!
This This death game has two competitors fighting against each other by throwing insults at one another, until one of them gets completely humiliated and loses all its will to fight back. The loser gets flamed on Twitter and the winner takes all of the loser's followers. This game is known as Enjoy Battle, but the protagonist calls it the Flaming Explosion Battle, because he wants to burn all of his enemies to ashes. Yeah, I know, the story is absurd and bizarre, but that's what makes Net High to be so good. It's mostly a comedy, but this game does have some good messages, like criticisms about society and social media. Thankfully, they never try to be completely serious and dark.
心配をかけたみたいで悪かったな。この通り、俺はピンピンしている。
それは嘘だ。それは待てよ。こいつを見ても自分は正常だと言えるのか。それはその反応、やっぱり見覚えがあるんだな。お前は芸能界のストレスと疲労から薬に手を出したんだ。仕事をこなすため薬に頼るしかなかった。お前の気持ちは痛いほど伝わってくる。だがこのままじゃお前がぶっ壊れるぞ。いい加減目を覚ませ。薬をちょっと待て。じゃ薬って
どうやら胃薬のようだな。
落ち着いた。
Much like Phoenix Wright, you need to do some investigations before the battle in each chapter. This part is also pretty funny and fun to play, as you go around asking about your target's weaknesses. You can also use Twitter to get more information or to damage your enemy's reputation. Once you get all the gossips you need, it's time for the Enjoy Battle. This part is equivalent to the courtroom trial segment from Phoenix Wright. MC is the judge, and you need to attack your opponent with proof that he's nothing more than a faker. You do this when you make counter-arguments during the enemy's speech, by pressing the right button at the right time.
つまり魔法少女。
はい論破。
それは。
You can also show some proof to your arguments, by selecting the right item or information.
これだ。
You also get to make your own speeches. And there is even a competition to see who gets more likes on Twitter. And different from most visual novels, you will not just be reading text all the time, because Net High actually has gameplay. There is always something to do on screen. For instance, you need to collect positive comments about you on Nico Nico Doga with the touch screen, in order to fill the gauge that is used to make counter-arguments, and to make use of special skills. Each time you unveil one of the truths behind your opponent, he or she will get all nervous, and one of its lies will explode. The enemy is defeated when you completely explode the fulfilling life out of him. Literally.
Let's enjoy! リア充め爆発しろ。
It's always fun and interesting to see the true form of your opponent, and to learn the reason behind his facade. As the story goes on, the protagonist is befriended by some cute girls, and you get to play a mini-game that feels more like a dating scene. Each time you say something that pleases a girl, you break one of the walls in her heart. Once again, literally. So even that dating scene part is weird and funny. By the way, I love the comedy in this game. There's a lot of meta jokes.
あんたがいくら主人公の素養を持っていようが、その一言で全ては台無しになる。それは死亡フラグだ。
死亡フラグだと。
ほら、この戦いが終わったらあいつと結婚するんだ。そんなことを言って無事だったやつは一人もいねえ。
And plenty of jokes with innuendos too.
あんなに太くてたくましい剣が細くて頼りないものに。
思春期少年の妄想がはかどるような言い方はやめておけ。
The graphics are excellent. There are many poses for each character, and each enemy has a false and true form, both with many different poses. The character designs are very funny and detailed. Most of them are parodies or they are criticizing certain clichés or misbeliefs. They all look very imaginative and different from each other. Male characters look cool and crazy. Female characters look cute and pretty. It's just perfect. Different from most visual novels, Net High has plenty of animations everywhere, even inside menu screens. This makes the game look much more lively and interesting to watch. Despite its looks,
Nexus!
Net High actually has a very solid plot and complex characters. Take the protagonist for example. He gets a perfect character progression through the game. At the start of the story, he hardly even talks with anyone, but as the game goes on, he becomes more eloquent and sociable little by little, even when he's not using his special glasses. Consequently, the characters around him start to treat him better with the time. Like Shiro, who was a total sadistic bitch at first, but she comes to respect the protagonist more and more each time he defeats an opponent. And the two become great partners in the end. The soundtrack is awesome. It even feels like a reward to listen to certain tracks as you progress to later parts in the game. There are over 14 different tracks in this game, and each track is very memorable, and they fit in each scene perfectly. If I had to complain about something in this game, it would be the voices. The voice acting is excellent.
だから姫のことは嫌いになったの。姫のお友達のことは嫌いになりました。
And they have many famous voice actors in the cast, and that's why I wanted to listen more to their voices. Unfortunately, this game is not fully voiced. All in all, Net High is one of the most creative and intelligent titles ever created by Marvelous. There are some rumors about an English version coming soon. And I hope this is true because I love this game, and I would like to see more people playing it too. That's it for this review, but there are still many interesting things about Net High, so if you have a question, just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Bye!